All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all honor and all glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, great millstone to rule and teach well. Shalom to the hopefully elect. And, I just came across this video I came across on YouTube, and I thought it would be, a good lesson, a good lesson to go into, and just showing that we're definitely in the midst of prophecy, and we're definitely headed towards that black summer, man. Where the hyperinflation is gonna fully set in. Those famines are gonna fully set in. Shortages, and this video clip from the Economic Ninja is going to go into that. And, we're going to get some precepts to go along with this as well. Lord willing, this be edifying. Let's go and get this this clip here. All right, moving it off there. And if you know anything about the trucking industry, which I've kind of been a part of for the last 6 to 7 years, I've been driving, getting experience in driving and delivery services, trucking, things of that nature. If you know anything about the trucking and the supply chain, you would know that the majority of the goods, food, clothing, and necessities are delivered through trucking. You see, so if the trucking and supply chain is broken down, which is being done systematically, it's being done by the elites who want to crash the economy, all right, to bring in their new world order, all right, order out of chaos. This is being done systematically. But back to the lesson, if you know anything about trucking, your grocery stores, your necessities, your toilet paper, your water, it's all brung in to the city through big rigs, through trucks, man. So if those trucks aren't able to get into the cities, then that's what is that going to bring? That's going to bring a famine. All right. People think that if a famine and shortages come, it's only because there isn't enough food being grown, and that's not the case. You can have a famine because food isn't able to get to your region. Food isn't able to get to the grocery stores in the area that you live in. Thus, it's going to cause a famine. All right, it's going to cause a shortage in food and necessities, man. Which is good. What is that? But what is that going to bring? It's going to bring total hell and chaos to the shores of America. You already see it in Africa, South Africa, Cuba, in different parts of the world where food is scarce. Necessities and supplies are scarce, man, and things are totally breaking down. All right, and going into chaos, and that's headed over here to America, man, which is known as Babylon the Great. All right, let's get Salakia nose a little stuffed up. Let's get Jeremiah 51:9, and it reads, "We would have healed Babylon." Babylon is America. When you read in the scriptures, all right, Babylon the Great is referring to America. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. This place isn't going to be healed. And that's a FYI to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans who think that America is on its way to being healed. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the only people who are trying to uphold this place. Meanwhile, these different heathens, all right, especially Esau Edom, he knows where his country is headed, man. All right, you're even hearing a lot of leaders speak out about where America is going. All right, you just had I just seen an article where you had Donald Trump's son. He was in Texas and he made a comment that pissed a lot of people off, but it was the truth. All right, he said America is headed to hell, man. All right, and that is the truth. America is headed to utter destruction via those nuclear missiles, man. Forsake her, let us go everyone into his own country. And that's what you're starting to see. All right, a lot of these heathens are seeing the writing on the wall, as the Edomite said in the video. All right, that writing on the wall is very evident to a lot of heathens. All right, and they're going back to their own countries, but they're going to meet the same opposition over there, man. Same judgment. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies. All right, so Yahweh Shemel Shai has remembered this place for all the wickedness that it has done, and the Lord is getting ready to judge this place. All right, these famines, these shortages, inflation, all the things, Salaki, that are getting ready to take place are all judgments from Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. All right, what you see happening over in South Africa, Cuba, etc. It's gonna make its way over here to America very, very soon. All right, he said this summer. Meanwhile, you got ninjas, in the strip club. All right, worrying about chasing a bag, things that are not of any sort of importance. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are doing it. Meanwhile, the world is collapsing around you, man. All right, it's high time for you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to wake up out of sleep, man. All right, but we know 2/3 of you are going to remain asleep and be destroyed because of it. Salakia for the nose. Let me clear it. Isaiah. This is Isaiah 19:15. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt. All right, and that's another code name for America is Egypt. All right, because in ancient Egypt, you had the Israelites serve captivity and bondage there. Also in this modern day Egypt, which is America, you have the Israelites in captivity here. All right. So it says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt. All right. And let's go back to this clip. And what did he say in this clip? that the trucking and supply chain is being broken down. All right. So there isn't going to be any work for Egypt, man, because once the goods aren't able to reach the cities, then there isn't going to be anything to be sold in the stores. All right. That's going to cause, more employees to be laid off and fired, which they already have an employee shortage in the country. You see, it's already an employee shortage in the country as we speak. So this is going to just cause even further more damage, man, where the employees that are at these different supply chains and stores are going to be let go because there isn't going to be any work for them. There isn't going to be anything to be sold. All right. So the scriptures are reigning supreme, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. So there's going to be any work to do here very, very soon, man. All right. So you got a lot of people, working from home, working remotely, which those jobs are going to be dried up as well. All right. It's just a matter of time. See if we can get a little bit more. Isaiah 19:16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women. All right. And you see that, man. You see the people are becoming very, very afraid of the future of this place, man. All right. And there is no future for America. This place is slated to be destroyed. And it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai of hosts. All right. The Lord is shaking this place up, man. He's throwing a monkey wrench in the plans of you Babylonians, which he shaketh over it. All right. And that Black Summer is getting ready to pop off. You got a show, I think it's on Netflix, called Black Summer. All right, with all hell breaking loose. People going at each other. That's on the way. It's coming very soon here to America, man. This is 2nd Ezra 15:1, and it reads, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy." All right, and this is all prophecy. Everything you've seen going on in the world today. This famine, these different pestilences, the mice plague in Australia. All these things are prophecy, man. The Lord already said he would bring these things in the last days, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh. Let's get the next verse, 2nd Ezra 15:2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So these prophecies are faithful and true, and will reign supreme. Let's go back to the video as we see here. Trucking, let's get the title. Trucking and supply chain breakdown from employment shortages and regulation to inflation. All right. All these things are coming down the pipeline, which they're already here. Inflation is already here. You see, the rising costs and food prices and gas prices, they're already here. It's just a matter of time before the bubble bursts, man. Really quick, just wanted to get the definition of famine. And famine, extreme scarcity of food. All right, and that's what you already see that happening in South Africa. Why do you think all those riots are going on? People breaking into the malls, taking food and taking necessities, taking things they need, and just being all out unrest, civil unrest in the city, because there is a scarcity of food, extreme scarcity of food, a shortage, hunger. All right, that's what this guy's going into. Trucking and supply chain is being broken down. All right. And when those trucks stop coming into the city, best believe that's going to cause a famine. All right. Because there isn't going to be any food being brought into the stores, and everything that's going to be in the store, people are going to start looting and raiding those stores to get food, man. Hey, you Israelites, you better get right. You better get right before all hell breaks loose. Ezekiel 14:12. And it reads, "The word of the Lord Yahweh came again to me, saying," all right, this is thus saith the Lord. Ezekiel 14:13. "Son of man, when the land against me by transgressing grievously, and this land has sinned against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. All right, and when I'm speaking of this land, I'm speaking of America, Babylon the Great. Then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of the bread thereof. All right, and how is the Lord doing that? Through breaking the trucking and supply chain. All right, causing inflation and shortages. This is the Lord breaking the bread of the staff of this land, which is America. And I will send famine upon it. All right, the famine is already here, man. We already have food shortages on a lower level here in America. It's just not being reported. You have a drought currently in California as we speak, man. All right, and droughts cause famine and will cut off man and beast from it. All right. This is Ezekiel 14:14. Though these three men, Noah, Daniel, and Job, were in it. All right. And this is speaking of the elect. All right. We're going to be in the midst of this chaos, these famines, these shortages. But guess what? They shall deliver but their own souls by their righteousness, saith the Lord Yahweh power, man. All right. So you got to be doing the works. You got to, to the best of your ability, be serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right. And the Lord's going to take care of you. The Lord's going to take care of his elect, man. You just got to keep enduring it to the end. All right. And we're going to make it out of here if we be of that number. Lord willing, this be edifying. Till the next time. Shalom.